Hello, and welcome to A Wealthy Life. This episode is going to be talking about building a bridge to your wealthy life from here to eternity, if you like. And if you're old enough to remember that film reference, of course. So, starting with the episode before, why you need to listen to this episode. I'm going to explain to you in this episode what you can achieve over the next 4 weeks, making sure that you register and that you follow and that you subscribe so that you can tap into the next 4 episodes that are coming along. So over the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be releasing a series of interviews that are designed to help you create your own bridge to a wealthy life, if you like. A wealthy life is one that prioritizes how you plan and use your time so that you can enjoy every minute doing what matters to you with those that care about you the most. And as you move through the 5 principles of a wealthy life, the first 2 steps may be quite easy as you gain clarity about what that means for you, and even as you get in control of your finances. But then we come to resources. And at this point, some of the people I speak to are in an easier position than others, and we can move straight the way forward to creating their plan for a wealthy life. They have resources that we can leverage, and then we can move straight on into thinking of the bigger picture. What is their lasting legacy? But other people might be struggling with the resource level that they have, but that doesn't mean to say that you can't still build your bridge. Depending on the level of resources and the ability to have to leverage them, it'll just determine how long your bridge is. Is it a short bridge from here to there, or is it a bridge like the Humber Bridge that needs to sort of span a great distance and maybe have some pillars in the way to sort of support you to create these little islands that you can hop to on your journey to that wealthy life that you ultimately want to have? But that doesn't mean to say that you can't build the bridge now and be enjoying it on your way. So in this episode series that I'm going to share, I'm going to be building on the mindset components or the mental skills that you need to help you move forward. But I'm also going to include live examples from 2 clients so that you can see how building a bridge actually works in action. So in episode 23, which is the next episode, the very first one in this series, I'm working with the American coach, the great Josh Greco. And I came across him as I joined his podcast, and you'll be able to find that episode on my website. And we talked about mindset. And one of the things that he offered was an online assessment, which I took, which was incredible at how accurate it was at unpacking how I thought and my thought processes compared with other people's thought processes. And so I thought it was really important to get Josh back so that we could talk about the importance of mindset and of knowing yourself, because it's in knowing yourself that you can achieve your goals more easily. Because if you're not on board with helping you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, then no one else is going to be able to help you. And over the years, I've worked with clients as mentees, and they have been struggling to become successful. And as we started to look at what the problems were, the success or lack of success was being caused by themselves. The fact that they were fearful or regretful or guilty or any other sort of negative emotion that was actually what was holding them back. They were still doing all the tasks I set, but none of the tasks were going to make a difference if unconsciously they were pulling themselves back. So with Josh, we're going to talk about how important awareness is. By the time we get to episode 24 with the wonderful Ya Antwi and say, she's a friend, a client, a coach in her own right, and a landlord, we're going to unpack her story and show you how not only property has helped her to achieve and create her own business, but in knowing her purpose, she's had the strength and the focus to work with me in creating her property portfolio while holding down a full-time job and creating her own business along the way. So it's no excuse that, oh, I've got a full-time job or I'm starting my own business. She's done all of these things at the same time. And how has she found the time to fit all of this in? Because she knew what the big goal is at the end. She knew her purpose. She knew her passion, or knows her passion, knows her purpose. And that has enabled her to combine working full-time, running a business, and still managing the portfolio that I helped her to create right at the beginning. Episode 25 is going to see us with another American coach, somebody else I met through podcasting. This is Michelle Seidling, and she helps clients through a combination of understanding nutrition and self-awareness to remove stress from their lives. And some of those people are ex-veterans, some of those are business owners. Because at the end of all of this, you might be very self-aware, you might have a clear purpose and passion, you might know what you want to achieve. But if you are stressed, it will be sapping your energy to a point where you won't have the strength to move forward and actually achieve everything that you could, because you could be battling ill health, you're probably battling mental exhaustion. Stress and its causes, frequently we see them through negative financial habits, are the anathema to a wealthy life. You can't have a wealthy life, a truly wealthy life, if you're stressed. And that's why by the time we get to the end of August and you've had your summer holidays, over the bank holiday weekend, you're going to be able to listen to the wonderful Chantel Cook, author, speaker, journalist, travel writer, friend, and landlord, as she explains how she stumbled into property investment and how stumbling into property investment has helped her move to a dream home, all while still running her PR agency. And she is living the life she wants. She's not completely financially free, but she is on that bridge and close to the end of that bridge. She's been building her bridge all the way along. And I think some really key highlights in here as she reveals her story. I help her identify the key decisions and share them with you, but also in the way that she stumbled into property investment, I can share with you some of the risks, some of the rewards, some of the easier options that you have to both investing in property and building your own personal bridge to a wealthy life. So the whole purpose of this episode is to explain to you why you need to be watching and listening to the next episodes that are coming up, to wish you a fantastic summer. I'm going to be disappearing over the summer holidays over August because we're going off to get married, which is all very exciting. And I will see you again in September. But over these next 4 episodes, I want you to ask the question why, as I described to you in the previous episode. Why is what this person has done relevant, or why is what this person's talking about important to me? Why should I listen to this specific podcast? And you might need to, almost ironically, especially as you're practicing this, listen to the podcast twice so that you can ask this question and really pull out, why is this episode important to me? Because you're going to get different answers to every other listener. And then when you've understood why that episode is important to you, I want you to understand what that episode was telling you. And once you have worked that out, you can then look at how you can apply that to your life. So both Josh and Michelle have very kindly shared some of their online scorecards or resources that you can share with them. And Yar has got an amazing website so that you can go along and look at how she can help you. But I really want you to think, as you listen to these episodes, why is this episode important? And then think, what is this episode telling me? What am I learning? And how can I apply this so that I can create my own bridge to a wealthy life and move from here to a wealthy life eternity at the other end and make that bridge as short as possible. So as always, I am extremely grateful for your time listening to me. My name is Vicky Washay. This is a Wealthy Life podcast, and I hope that this and the next 4 episodes will put an enormous amount of whoosh in your life, and I will see you on the other side. Take very good care.